Spring comes to the woodlands. The Shawnee will craft their legacy of unity and dominance. From the fertile soil of America springs forth a brave new world, driven by passion, ideas, and a desire to shape the future.
Nime Sontaki Nenatoki, Hokuithwali Nenato, Niki Hochi Kateski ni Pamte, Nila Pesikui, Nimechto Yesi Mekothia. Sonthaki nenatoki. Hokuithwali nenato. Niki hochi kateski ni pamte. Nila pes.
A great dais rises from the earth, heralding a new day. What the Mississippians build will uphold the world. All
Hey,
Hello, hello, Elena Royce.
how are you doing?
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. Whenever Sib's not crashing. How about yourself tonight or this morning? Grim. How did I know you were gonna come out as soon
I'm
as I
pretty
did?
good, thanks for asking.
Let's see if I can take that real quick.
Let me know, do you need any customized stuff to your channel?
Not at the moment. I usually do that myself, but I haven't been too worried about how my channel looks right now.
Welcome to Skyline Preschools and Skyline South Phoenix, where every child's journey is nurtured and celebrated. At Skyline Preschools, we believe that play is the foundation of learning. Our safe, nurturing environment encourages creativity, curiosity, and social skills. Our dedicated educators foster a love for learning, making sure integration and discovery every day. At Skyline South Phoenix, we build on that foundation. Curriculum promotes critical thinking, collaboration, and a passion for knowledge. Committed staff empower each child to reach their full potential, ensuring children in a vibrant community. At Skyline Preschools and Skyline Park South Phoenix, we're more than just schools. We're a family committed to your child's success.
The river
Enroll today
flows
and
like
watch your
our
child
veins,
thrive and enjoy.
the veins of the world.
You ever wanted to beat Alfredo for not hopping back on?
Sometimes, but then I remember I do better by myself anyway. And he's a loser. Gonna kill my scout.
Bespoke land is always storytelling. The land which people have run. The land that's after us. The land that's of the people.
So that's exactly where I'm headed.
The king bespoke
resolutions are passed about Israel in any and we see it especially in the warfare that is being waged against America and Israel, the ICC, the ICJ, and what's the ICC is outrageous in a lot of different nations, based on
I want on him. I'm pretty sure.
Israel is not subject to the jurisdiction of the ICC and does not accept the court's authority.
Yeah, they designate him as a
Yeah. Serving its executive order against the ICC and for moving quickly to sanction ICC officials. The Secretary and I discussed working together to formulate a common strategy to deal with the threat of war and neutralize this threat once and for all. So these are some nations we discussed today. Many, we can say that the Middle East today has many opportunities and challenges. And we realize the opportunities in this region. Not having that together, we look at Israel, Israel, and say that
There is another.
the president the best days of our lives. Welcome to Jesus.
Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister. It's an honor to be back here. I've been here many times before. As an American visiting and as a member of the United States Senate, but now for the first time as the Secretary of State of the United States. And it's an honor to be here. And it's an honor to serve in this role on behalf of President Donald Trump, who has used active
What the hell?
He's also a man that speaks clearly and makes clear his views on issues. First, he's made clear, and as he pointed out, hostages need to come home, they need to be released. We work in very close coordination with him. He's working in very close coordination with the Prime Minister and his government for ensuring that happens. That must happen. It's not optional. And for us, that's a goal we share in common, and that's something we work on very closely together. The President's also been very bold about his view of what the future for Gaza should be. After the same tired ideas of the past, but something that's new, bold, something that frankly took courage and vision in order to outline. And it may shock and surprise me, but what cannot continue is the same cycle where we repeat over and over again finding defense. Related to that, the President's been very clear. Hamas cannot continue as military or government force. And frankly, as long as it stands with a force that can govern, a force that can administer, or as a force that can by use of violence. Peace becomes impossible. They must be eliminated. They must be eradicated. On the
Go sleep at the time aside from them now, but turn them back. I mean, the reason why is like we have like more like Ukraine is not our ally. Yeah, I mean that's a big
broader issues that we discussed as well is the question of Syria. While the fall of Assad is certainly promising, important, if Syria replacing one destabilizing force for another is not enough to develop, that is something that we will watch very carefully as we seek to craft our own strategy with regards to how to approach the events in Syria. In the case of Lebanon, our goals are aligned in the same. Strong Lebanese state that can take on and disarm Hezbollah. The common theme in all of these challenges is Iran. It is the single greatest source of instability in the region. Behind every terrorist group, behind every act of violence, behind every destabilizing activity, behind everything that threatens peace and stability for the millions of people who call this region home, is Iran. And by Iran, I mean the Ayatollahs. By Iran, I mean its regime. A regime who, by the way, its people don't support. The people of Iran are victims of that regime. So I think it's important to constantly point that when we talk about Hamas, when we talk about Hezbollah, when we talk about violence in the West Bank, when we talk about destabilization in Syria, or we talk about any of these issues, the militias in Iraq, they all have behind them one common people, Iran. And that must be addressed. And there can never be a nuclear Iran. A nuclear Iran that could then hold itself immediately from pressure, from action. That can never happen. The president's been clear about that as well. So I close where I began by reiterating our strong support for our allies, very close allies, partners, leaders, to the people of this great country, whom we have tremendous love and respect for everything you're facing, have faced, and continue to face. It's an extraordinary story, a nation founded in the ashes and in the aftermath, horrifying crime against humanity, stood from its very inception, from the very day of its birth, against threats from every angle and every point, and has served as an example to the world of a pluralistic society, a free enterprise democracy, and one that, if there were more Israels, this is what we hope the reason for our country. A nation that's always sought peace will not allow itself to be intimidated or destroyed by its enemies. On that front, you can always count on me. As long as I'm in this position, President Trump is going to have
Actually, really curious comment on that. I'm really, really curious to see what people are saying. Yeah.
The essence of
Too many crazies in chat got to ban stuff. There's always going to be people like this. It's a really hot topic, right? Like it's a very, very hot topic. A lot of people are super opinionated about it. I can see why. I mean, a lot of you guys, I know there's a lot of people from the Middle East that watch, right? So like they could be directly infected. These Cornices hostages are hostages. They're different. Executive safe, dressing, guys. People were just basically happy about Marco Rubio, won all the hostages free, wait for peace, Islam, support Rubio. Yeah, so it seems like a lot of people, at least in this comment section, I mean, this is Fox News, right? But like, in this comment section are pretty positive about them doing this. Now, I feel like it seems like almost everybody is, it seems. Yeah. You don't have to be from the Middle East that common sense. Yeah, but I can see how somebody who was from there would be more prone to getting upset emotionally because they could be personally attached, right? I mean, I think that's pretty reasonable, right? And so, yeah. And first time I saw an American politician call the Ayatollah. I mean, I'm trying to think. I can't think of that before. I have no idea. It's 100% political bias in the comments, though. That's why I said it's Fox. I think that's exactly why I said that. That's the reason. It's because, yeah, of course that's it. And Speed Frontier, yeah, I mean, a lot of people are super, super, super positive about it. It's kind of shocking, actually, how positive they are about it. Wow. Because the reason why is that, you can go on, like, Twitter, and, like, Twitter's, like, very divided on this topic. It's, like, extremely divided. Like, I think that on Twitch, like, I think that a lot of people are, like, anti-Israel, but they're also anti-Hamas at the same time. And so, like, Twitter is, like, kind of in between. And so it's kind of, like, really, it's interesting to see kind of what's really going on, right? And we're pro-America first. I think that's the way a lot of people feel about it. And I think that for many people, I think actually most people, like, actually I don't know about most people, but I think that a lot of people are very, like, apprehensive about the U.S. getting entangled in another Middle Eastern war, another Middle Eastern conflict. especially after it was like 20 years of that happening for like such a long time. And I'm very, very concerned about that myself. Anti-interventionist. Well, it's just that, like, I mean, this could be like a bad thing, and like I don't really know. But I think that with a lot of the people, and like one of the reasons why you keep spawning new terrorist groups is because you keep bombing the places and intervening and militarily occupying the places where these people live. And I think that that radicalizes the young men there. And these are young men that have grown up in that area, and then they get radicalized against the area, and they become terrorists, right? And it's like I'm not justifying this is what's happening. I'm not saying like, this is terrorist stuff, right? Like this is it's okay that they're doing it. But I'm saying like you have to see the cause and effect of like how these things happen. Young radicalized men in your area, yeah, exactly, right? And so that's how I would see it. So only Arabs? No, I don't think so at all. I think that there's a common thread with this with a lot of places. You know, like it's like what I was saying before about like those book burnings and things being orchestrated by college students. And I think also you see a huge amount of people voting for Trump that are very young now. And I think that in a lot of cases, like people that the main group of people that are pushing back against like any sort of like generational oppression or generational guilt or something like that are going to be primarily primarily young men. And like those are just the examples I can think of right off the top of my head. And I'm sure that if, there's like people that probably know 15 other examples as well. Young people are generally more hopeful, so easy manipulation. Well, it's also like, I mean, if you're a guy, like let's say you're a guy and you're like 24, right? And like if you're 24 and you've grown up in like one of these countries, the majority of, if not the entirety of your conscious life could have been spent under the military occupation of a foreign state. And if you think that's not going to radicalize people, and there aren't going, and I'm not saying everybody's going to be like this, but I think that that will radicalize people and it will cause issues. That's not really true. Okay. Well, I mean, I think it is. Maybe not, right? But I'd be curious to hear like what. Because I don't know. It's like how does somebody go from like point A to point B right there, point C? And I think that in a lot of cases that is a factor. Yeah, it is. And I think also like another component I can explain. Okay, no, for sure. Radicalization elements of brainwashing from the opposite state, not because of any position in life anymore. Yeah, but I think that what you're discounting there is that their position in life, it's like Son of Armor or like a diva, right? Where like, yes, obviously it's this other messaging, but the other messaging is easier to hear when you're in a position that you feel like is disenfranchised. Yeah, Zen Caesar goes along, making it very easy for people to get ratified against enemies of the law. I feel like if this is happening like on a mass scale, I think that primarily it's just any sort of extremism. I don't think any religion has a monopoly on extremism. And I think that also like people, I think that whenever they're oppressed, turn to religious extremism because it's a way that they can turn inward to kind of maintain their culture. I think that's generally what happens. Now, I think that people play too much, they spend too much time like trying to argue like whether like Christianity or Islam or Judaism is like worse or like more violent. I feel like everybody can agree that like violent, extremist religious stuff is bad, right? So yeah, this journalist is going to comment that religion. Well, when they're getting bombed, I think you can expect that, right? I mean, wow, what a surprise! It's like these people are reacting negatively. Well, yeah, because they're getting bombed, right?
No worries.
Sticky. Let's set you free. Bamboo HR is easy for everyone because everything works together. Time tracking flows like a portal, which shares data with benefits, which syncs with reporting, which lets you enhance your hiring, onboarding, retention, and so much more. Easy start at bamboohr.com.
Let me address this. Of course, I think that if the Catholic Association feels this strongly about it, that we should ship all those people over to the That's what I'm thinking. I think we should ship all of them over there, and then they can deal with it. And they can actually, that's their problem.
Ako si Jose Rizal.
Person
They
being
can help.
convicted
Yep.
of violent crime, whether they're an illegal immigrant or not illegal immigrant, you have to go and get that person to protect the public safety. That's not unique to immigration.
Even
To address this particular issue, Margaret, because as a practicing Catholic, I was actually heartbroken by that statement. And I think that the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops needs to
That's
actually
bullshit. They literally live in a walled city. It's not even a question. Shouldn't even be taken seriously for a second. Like you're going to let people lecture you about open borders and live in a walled city? Are you kidding me?
look here and recognize that when they received over $100 million to help resettle illegal immigrants,
Are they actually Nazis? That I don't think that that's true. I know that Hitler met with the Pope, but I don't think that it's fair to say that they met with Nazis. Now, Ratzinger, the previous Pope, was part of Hitler Youth, I think, but it's whenever he was underage. So I would point that on mine.
when I
about humanitarian
Very
issues,
true. I could be
where
wrong.
they actually
I just don't know
worry
that.
about the bottom line.
And I don't think that's true, but I'm not sure.
All people protecting their Donald Trump promised to do that, and I believe the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops, if they're worried about the humanitarian costs of immigration enforcement, let them talk about the children who've been sex trafficked because of the wide open border. Let them talk about people like Labour Brothers. I support us doing law enforcement against violent criminals, whether they're illegal immigrants or anybody else. Let me ask this question. If you have a violent murderer in a school, of course I want law enforcement to go and get that person.
You change the regulations.
Exactly.
No, Grim.
How's it even like? Yeah, obviously.
The authority was going to
Exactly. Empower law enforcement. I desperately
But you don't want to send your kids to school because there might be law enforcement at the school. Well, here in America, I wish there was more law enforcement. At Uvalde, I think that would have helped. But unfortunately, they were pussyfooting around outside. Got killed. So I don't really see this. I don't know. Yeah, what is this? It defies logic. Yeah, there's no thinking that this is wrong.
It has a chilling effect on
You think the U.S. Conference are practically fighting criminals?
I think
Let me hear that again.
he
Are
had
practically fighting criminals?
even
I think the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops has not been a good partner in common sense immigration enforcement that the American people voted for. And I hope, again, about Catholic.
There are 5 legal challenges already from other.
Keep in mind that like the only person in the Catholic faith who is any sort of further than God is the Pope himself. So any sort of bishops getting together to have an opinion about something, this is not the word of God. This is not any sort of like unique, unquestionable doctrine. The only person who has the authority to, advocate for God on God's behalf is the Pope himself. Now, I could be a little bit off base on this, but that's what I remember.
Actions of the judge by Ronald Reagan. Thank you, Reagan. That's conservative credentials.
Yeah.
Unconstitutional. How do you reconcile this now?
So I think that these things, some of them make sure our constitutional system. But here's the basic idea of President Trump. If you are a lawful permanent resident or a legal immigrant in the United States, your children, of course, should become American citizens. But let's say you're the child of an ambassador. Who do you become? Well, but we're saying that that carve out should apply to anybody in the United States. If you come here on vacation and you have a baby in an American hospital, that baby doesn't become an American citizen.
It does sound. It does. It sounds ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, I don't like how do people not see it this way? It's crazy.
To the point, yeah, if you come here temporarily,
You don't hate the media enough. This is the reason why a lot of people are so critical of the media. This is exactly the reason. Absolutely.
for tired.
Randy, show up back here.
Put him up there then. If it's he's gonna do what he wants. If you're gonna get up and make him do what you want, then that's you. But he's gonna do what he wants.
And I think that when you look at it more logically, it becomes a little severe. Yeah, it's obvious. And I think that they kind of lost that battle nowadays because there's so many instances of, some illegal immigrant is arrested 17 times and still in the country. If you tell that to an average Walmart American, then you're going to be like, why the fuck is this happening? Because you think also about this, it's like if they've been arrested 17 times, that means that there are 17 instances of government funding going into micromanaging this person. Collectively, that's probably over $100,000. So that's $100,000 minimum, probably hundreds of thousands of dollars realistically. If it's spent on micromanaging this person, shouldn't even be here.
Hopefully, your child is not American citizen by permission born on America's soil. It's a very basic principle in American immigration law that if you want to become an American citizen, you've done it the right way. The American people, in their collective wisdom, have welcomed you into our national community, and you become a citizen. But temporary residents, people who come in here whether legally or illegally and don't need to stay, have a choice. I don't know any country that does that. Why?
Oh, this is the
A lot of people think that, like, I think that yeah, they Google that. Where you're saying that, well, because these people are willing to work for below wage and accept conditions that are below average, that now we need to keep them in here because we need to sacrifice people to maintain low prices. I find that to be very exploitative. And so, like, it's not good, I think, in the long term, logically, and I don't think it's good ethically. Because also, those people, here's another thing that is bad, because they get taken advantage of. Like, let's say the boss doesn't pay them, or like they don't pay them as much money. Well, what happens? And honestly, like, another big factor, this is something that I really, really feel like we should do, is they fucking need to hold these companies. Because those are the people that are really doing it, right? It's like if you're a company and you're knowingly hiring illegals, like, you need to be paying massive fucking fines for that. No, don't take my service. So, like, yeah, exactly. Because those are the people, like, they're the ones that are creating and sponsoring disease. And, like, the government allows it to happen. But these companies are the ones, I mean, I wouldn't say it's human trafficking. But they're taking advantage of these people. And, like, they're spawning these people that come across the border and putting them in positions that they shouldn't be. Companies will see no retribution. Well, unfortunately, I agree with you. I think that you're right that that's the outcome, but that shouldn't be that.
my lawn or you cut your fucking lawn or you pay somebody to do it. It's not like every single person that comes by to cut your lawn, all the people that cut lawns are illegal Mexicans. What are you talking about? Really? Like, what is this? No, I know what it is. It's racism. What is this? Crazy. Well, this is what you're talking about. This is founded by some settlers just because we were founded by Christians doesn't mean 240 years later we have to have the dumbest immigration policy in the world. You know, talking about, yeah, the argument of like, well, you know, the country was founded on this, so now we have to integrate. Like, what is that? It's like, I think it's just like emotional and optical right manipulation. What I really like about this is the focus on pragmatism and logic. And I think people are just fucking exhausted with the optics and the manipulation. It's crazy. Doesn't work anymore, but people are tired of it. And children who get access to benefits lessons of American citizenship. America should actually reach out to the our citizens first. And that means, again, if you're permanently and lawfully you're taking up American citizen. If you're not here permanently, if you're not subject to the jurisdiction of the United States permanently, why don't we make it children American citizens first? I'm going to be honest. I think he's right. I do. I think he's right, and it always seemed like the thing is, if this was a video game, that would have been patched out. It would have been considered an expert.
I want to ask about refugee and this was for months to go through. They were heavily funded. Luckily, out of America, who some of whom have worked with the United States government and were promised. Talked to us in August and said, I don't think we should abandon anybody.
Logic. So we need to help these Afghans. We have starving. We have homeless. What's the logic? It's the emotion. I don't I agree. Yeah. Fucking exactly. Yeah, your responsibility is to head to Afghanistan. It's amazing that this is even. It's not. Common sense tastes so good, I know. And it's crazy to see, like, I'm so happy that people are finally pushing back on this total fucking. It's been exhausting to deal with. Yes, journalist was a joke. I mean, yeah, I agree. It's different. The U.S. lost a lot of their conflict in Afghanistan. Another to say that crunchy lips and penny spend other Thomas's English.
Which is it?
Huzzah! A toast to friends. That doesn't matter. That's not what he asked. So what does that mean? So this means that we have whether property, water refugee program, we absolutely cannot unleash thousands of hundreds of people who are countries in just like that I explained it earlier. Back in Oklahoma, there was allegedly properly vetted. And these people in the media, Democratic Party said these were properly vetted. Clearly, I don't want my children to share a neighborhood who are not properly.
and that was a very particular case. Um,
Yep. Oh my God. I yeah.
violence.
Yeah. I feel like again, am I the only person that I thought J.D. Vance was a goober, and I was like very down on him. And then when he did that debate, my opinion of this guy 180. And like every one of these interviews, like the conversations and everything, this guy's great. You underestimate him? I totally did. I thought he was an idiot, bad cat schlucker. And it turns out that no, not really. How citizens apply to Casey's protesters. The president said consistently on the campaign, he gave you a look at a case-by-case basis. That's exactly what he did. He looked at 1,600 cases. They came out of it. Is that there was a massive denial of due process and liberty, and a lot of people were denied their constitutional rights. The president believes that. I believe that. And I think we sometimes they bring up good point about the Tucker Carlson debate. It is, but I agree with you on the other things that I can bring. Just young guys, you want my
Ronald McNamee hit a cop while wearing reinforced brass knuckle gloves, and he held one down on the ground, and other riders assailed the officer for 20 seconds. Law enforcement
separating physical issue here. There's what the people actually did on January the 6th. We're not saying that everybody did anything perfectly. And then what did they regardless of what injustice did? And unjustly prosecuting well over 3,000 Americans in violence against the police officer is not justified, but that doesn't mean we should have everyone think that police department does. I think that Trump had made a mistake by targeting one climate, and I think that that should have been a little bit more conservative with the targeting, and I think that it opened it up to criticism that they didn't need to have. And I feel like they kind of made this decision as like a show of force. But I don't want to see a show of force where the justice system. I don't think that. I understand that you don't think that. But I do think it's an unnecessary maneuver, and they don't need to do that. You have to be.
Where's my freaking?
Those ships.
Екатерина Алексеевна, императрица.
This is a good day to die. This land has owners. Remain the truth. In the midst of the snow, the light of Goryeo hovers. An icy temple bell resounds echoes of the old kingdom. The things the true
Howdy.
Hello, Papa.
What's it, Johnny Small? I probably won't start the accent, Johnny Small. I like Johnny Smalley, like for as much as I was, he was just walking around causing a disturbance and being loud and annoying. This person is actually touching people, violating their space.
All the world's
Off of that now, camera. Hey, I'm sure that's exactly. Look at the screen time. And yeah, it's not taking a chance. They don't put it on the world. It's just kids that want to interact. There's nothing really too special about that. Too specific about it. But anyway, that's really how I feel about it. Like, this kind of stuff does make me mad. I just think it's wrong. I think everything about it. And I think that a lot of, I think also, like, I don't really like to talk about this a lot because I feel like it's oftentimes seen as like virtue signaling. Uh, Now, I've personally been lucky enough to never really see any of this stuff happen in real time, in person. But I just feel very uncomfortable because, like, growing up, like, I was raised to this thing that my DNA is basically violent personal space. And I just, I find it repulsive. I do, I really do. That's it. And Mason Wakeridge, and hopefully it doesn't affect them too much. No. You gotta keep in mind, this isn't some fucking like kicks me for racism. These people intentionally win, and they antagonize somebody, and then the people react to that. It's fun. It's not these people are getting run down for being kicks. They caused the problem, and then they posted the being attacked. These gotta get this. Like, King got put up on this. He's got to put it on this so people don't get the wrong idea about Japanese people being aggressive for no reason, because that's not true. Well, no, I think he's done a pretty good job. Like, yeah, obviously, like, he might report some bullshit, right? But he tries to be bad. I think he's done better. That's just me. That's what I think. That's my opinion. Anyway, let's see here. He likes the rage bait. Yeah, but that's fine. You can do the rage bait. But then you can do double rage bait. Where, like, then you once again say, wait a minute, hold up, actually, justify things. This has been a video that's come out for a while ago, and it's about something that's really kind of sad. Back in the day, midnight releases used to be the norm because you didn't have digital downloads the way the kids used to. So you had to go to the store and you would pre-order a game. So the GameStop had that many games available 3,000 years ago. All of that's
perfection is achieved.
My friend gave it to me and by some enormous chunk of thought, he raised what was developers at the time. It was 6,000 that's so long. Wow. Got signed by one.